Hello, Professor. My name is Rachel McLeese, and today I will be talking to you about my responses with the Carter Cleaning Company and the case study with it. So the first question said specifically what should Carter's cover in the employee orientation program and how should they convey that information. Although some employees interact directly with customers, others such as freshers do not and may have bilingual skills. This may make a problem translating training materials. How should Jennifer do this? So with this, I said Jennifer just should create a helpful employee orientation program that makes sure everyone, including those who don't interact with customers or speak English as their first language, understands their job and company rules that they know before they accept a job, and these things can be translated before so people understand what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, in the timely manner, things that need to get done. The program should start with the introduction, company mission, values, and their why. It's super important. Employees should learn what their job duties are, whether it's greeting customers or offering extra services or handling things behind the scenes. It's also important to explain the company's policies on things like payments, schedules, attendance, safety, and workplace behaviors. To help employees who don't speak English, Jennifer should translate key materials into the employee handbook and policy into documents, other languages, so we can adjust to anything that may prevent a diverse workplace. Using visual aids, pictures, diagrams, and videos can also make it easier to understand. If possible, having bilingual trainers could be a huge thing if maybe it's a bigger company. That would also be super crucial to have. Next, an HR management course Jennifer took, the book suggested using a job instruction sheet to identify tasks performed by an employee. So the Carter's Cleaning Company Center use a form like this for the counters person. If so, what should the form look like? I totally think that they should, because it's always great to have a form and know what's going on, because it's a good use for job instructions for the counter people. This sheet would ensure that all employees know exactly what they need to do and do it the same way every single time, because consistency is key. It could include things like greeting customers with a friendly hello, checking the garments for stains or damages, and making sure that customers' info is written clearly on the ticket. The sheet should also give a reminder to employees to mention any specific services or promotions, because sometimes, certain times of the year we do have promotions. Using the sheet would also help the new employees learn quicker and make sure that everyone is on the same page. It would also help Carters keep the standards high and reduce mistakes to make sure the business runs smoothly. Plus, it'd make it easier to hold employees accountable for their jobs correctly, so there's no ifs, ands, or buts if there is a paper that says exactly what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, and when it needs to be done. Which specific trainer techniques should Jennifer use to train her pressers, her cleaner spots, her manager, and her counter people? Why should these training techniques be used? Jennifer should use different training techniques for each role at Carter's Cleaning to make sure employees know how to do their jobs efficiently and effectively. For pressers, the best method is to demonstrate hands-on training among the team. Trainees can watch the experienced pressers and then try it themselves while getting feedback from the experienced people. I feel like hands-on things tends to be the best option when it comes to hiring on people and training, because the best way to do it is to actually do what you're trying to do. So I feel like just reading what to do, that's one thing. Your brain's comprehending it, but your body has to physically keep doing these actions to understand what to do. For cleaners and spotters, job rotation shadowings are perfect because routine tasks let workers get experience with all different stains and cleaning methods, and job shadowing also shows them how to handle fabrics properly. For manager roles, role-playing would be perfect. They can practice dealing with real-life situations like customer complaints, employee problems through role-playing that help them learn from their past issues or things that may happen. For counter people and front desk staff, simulated customer interactions and shadowing would work best. Simulations to let employees practice greeting customers. So maybe if you have two people on a shift, one can practice being a person or a customer walking in, the other one can actually be the counter person. That's also a great way. Simulations also let new employees practice greeting customers, offering services, handling complaints, while shadowing experienced employees also shows them how to handle it in a real situation and how somebody that's experienced would handle it. These methods will help employees learn their jobs and make sure that they provide a good customer service. So moving on to our final case study, why is it more difficult to develop trust in a virtual team, and how would you address it? Building trust in a virtual team is harder than it is face-to-face group because there isn't as much in-person interaction. There's no body language to help people connect. Without being able to see each other's expressions or have casual conversations, it's tough to form these kinds of bonds that lead to trust. Teamwork consultant Madeline Boyer points out, that the big challenge without a benefit of face-to-face regular interactions is that it's hard to build trust in a rapport. This can make the team members feel distant from each other or unsure if everyone is doing their part. To fix this, leaders need to focus on creating connection and accountability. Setting clear roles, expectations, having regular check-ins can help anyone on the same page. Fun informational informations, GitHub encourages employees shamelessly boast to their accomplishments. Can help teams feel more united. Leaders should also make sure that everyone gets a chance to speak during meetings by using techniques like round-robin discussions to include quieter members or people who just don't like to talk on camera that may be a little bit more shy. By balancing structures and opportunities to bond, virtual teams can overcome challenges of being physically apart but still having a strong trust and a bond amongst each other. Advantages and disadvantages to working in a virtual team. Virtual teams are an important part of how companies work today, especially in the connected world. One major advantage is that they allow different perspectives to come together, which leads to better solutions. Patricia Roseman from BASF explains that the virtual teams help organizations pull together a variety of different perspectives and how we meet market needs. They also have the money on travel and help employees balance their personal work lives. Luciano Amaro highlights that this balance is crucial to keep employees happy, maintaining the company's success. Despite their advantages, virtual teams face challenges. Communications can be difficult when team members come from different cultures or speak different languages. Amaro mentions that employees who are not confident speaking English need tools like round-robin discussions to make sure everyone participates. Trust is also a major concern. Over 60% of people in the HSRM study report that building trust in virtual teams is tough. Technology can be an issue too. A constant online meeting can cause technical problems or lead to burnout. Virtual teams require strong leadership and good communication to succeed. The final question I have is, do you prefer to work on a virtual team or face-to-face? I said deciding between a virtual and in-person teams depend on my personal preference and what the project requires. Virtual teams are great because they offer flexibility as people who work 30 to 40 hours a week. It allows people to work from anywhere and cutting down on travel costs, such as gas, because I know that I go to Rochester, but I live in Roseville, so I drive 40 minutes. So I feel like definitely cutting down the travel costs is crucial, especially on gas, which help maintaining a good work-life and balance. They also make it easier for people from different backgrounds to collaborate and come together on new ideas. As Patricia Roseman from BASF puts out, but we don't all think alike up with new ideas. As Patricia Roseman from puts it in, because we don't think all alike and we're all anticipate needs different parts of the world. On the other hand, face-to-face teamwork helps build trust and resolves issues more easily because people can have casual conversations and pick up on body language. Madeline Boyer mentions that virtual teams face trust problems due to the lack of in-person interactions. A mix of both virtual and in-person meetings could be the best way to balance flexibility and building connections. So overall, I feel like any way you look at it, virtual meetings and in-person meetings have their pros and they have their cons. Personally, though, I would like to do a virtual meeting because I feel more confident talking through a screen instead of a group of people. I'm more likely to chime in on a screen instead of in a room of people because personally, like even my work life here, I am pretty young compared to everyone. Not like a lot, but like 4 years. So I would rather meet on a meeting because I can always either text whoever's leading it, or I can just go ahead and chime in, and it makes me a little bit more comfortable and confident to be on the screen. So again, this is my Carter's Cleaning case studies, and my name is Rachel McLeese.